Hello, 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 Virgo. This is Nikki. Welcome to the channel. Who are you in your prior life? This is your prior life reading, Virgo. Okay. Who are you in your prior life? If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard to the Earthly Virgo. Okay. Let's get started. This is where we are all with the Earthly Virgo. Okay. Who are you in your prior life? Whew. Lessons and blessings. Lessons and blessings. Who are you in your personal life? In your, I don't know why I said personal. Who are you in your prior life? We have vows and we have health. Could have been a doctor. I actually started this again and health came out. You could have been a doctor. You could have been like in a minister, a priest, some sort of teacher as well. But I kind of feel like maybe a teacher over, maybe you're going to school now, or maybe you're a teacher now, like an all-girls school or a Catholic school or something. I'm hearing practicing Catholicism, in prison or slavery, and we have male or female. Could have been a part of the LGBTQ community in your prior life, or you possibly now. You know, back then, of course, that's not how that was phrased, I'm sure, but you know, in prison or you could have been imprisoned or slave because somebody, it's like your family hid you behind closed bars if you had some sort of illness, or if you didn't fit what they wanted you to be. Kind of like if you were a part of, I'm sorry, don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to phrase this because I don't want to, you know, upset anybody. LGBTQ IA, if you were, you know, told your family that you like women instead of men, or men instead of women, or if you had something like cerebral palsy or some sort of illness like that, it's like they cast you aside. They made you disappear, you know, because back then they felt that they were ashamed of who you were born to be. All right, in prison and slavery, you know. I feel like, yeah, listen, this could even be, you know, I want to say it's, I don't know, this could be some energy that your family, your mother or father was in too, back in 40s, 50s, 60s, where they kept somebody, they gave some, like say for instance, your mother, father in their 60s, mid 70s right now, but they had you, okay, and they had to go to a different state or town to hide the pregnancy because they didn't want anybody else to find out that they were pregnant with you. Okay, I feel like somebody took a vow here. All right, a vow to keep somebody's health private. Okay, the state of somebody's health. You pregnant, but you came back, you're unpregnant. Where's the baby at? Oh, I lost the baby. No, you didn't. You put that baby in an asylum some damn where. Okay, or that person, you hid that person because of who they were born to be, because they said that they were gay, or they like men, or they like women, or whatever, you know, and your family didn't like this. I feel like this is your energy from the other side, from not the other side, but from your prior life. Okay, and like I said, maybe you're this way now, maybe you're bisexual, maybe you are a part of the LGBTQIA community. You know, I don't have an issue with that, just, you know, that's what I'm saying, but I just want to make sure I'm wording it right and being respectful to the people who are. Okay, but in slavery, and somebody kept that as, you know, in prison or slavery, they kept you hidden from other people. Oh, we're family, we're keeping this a secret because nobody needs to know that Hector or Victoria is bisexual, or like some members of the same sex or something like that. That was, I'm hearing, purely forbidden. They didn't want anybody to know. And like I said, also if you had an illness, okay, they kept you hidden in your prior life, or in this one they kept your family hidden. Somebody in your family most recently, and the family, they're in their 70s or their 80s, or they're passed on, but they kept some sort of pregnancy a secret, or if their baby came out with some sort of illness like cerebral palsy or something like that, they like cast them off, like, you know, like they weren't a part of the family, you know, possibly even lied and said that person passed away, but they didn't. They just kept that hidden. Okay, something about hidden health, and they traveled, or they say that person passed away, or you went somewhere, your parent went somewhere, or in your prior life you went somewhere and hid something, or something was hidden from you. But, you know, when it all boils down, it was just a blessing for you. Because that turned you and it changed you and what you were meant and who you were meant to be, no matter what took place in your life. Okay, you are not a disaster. You are not a fault. Okay, you are not a mistake. They may have told you you were. They may have treated you like you were. I'm hearing they may have treated you as such, but you are not. Okay. The lessons and the blessings is that you aren't the thing. You're not the thing they made you out to be. The thing and not person who they said you were. Okay. I just like you got the shaft. You got the wrong end of the stick with that kind of dealing with those kind of family members. Okay. Who are you in your prior life, Virgo? Who are you in your prior life? We got angels, trust and faith. You had a lot of angels around you, a lot, because you needed them. You needed this blessing. You needed this protection around you because you were in unfamiliar territory, unfamiliar places. You possibly even got abandoned, okay, because of you, because of who you were, because who you were born to be, and because of the family you were in. Somebody just gave you away, okay, or just left you there. They just left you there. An orphan, feeling by yourself. Even if you weren't orphanized, if that's a word, but that's what I heard in my head. If you weren't orphanized, I'm gonna have to look that up to see if that's a word because I literally heard that in my head. But I do feel like you felt alone, and you possibly do now feel alone, feeling like an outcast from your family, like you don't belong, like they treat you different. You know, everybody has a good relationship within your family covenant, but you. Why do you always feel like you are the outcast? The dark sheep, the black sheep of the family, however you want to phrase it, okay? And you just felt like you didn't belong with your family. Why do I feel so alone? Why do I feel like I don't even belong with this family, okay? But you've always been protected. You've had a lot of things happen to you that wasn't good, that wasn't right, that wasn't fair, okay? But you've always had this level of protection around you, always, okay? No matter what it is you've been through in your life, no matter how many people have cast you to the side, I feel like this is a part of your past life coming together with your current life and saying, you know what, we still got this, we still strong. No matter how sheltered we've been in our life, no matter how many bad things have happened to us, we're still here and we're okay. We're going to be okay. Was our family fair? Not always, okay? But we've learned, we've thrived, we've grown, we've survived. You got vows, you got spouse, medicine woman. So I feel like your family had some sort of beliefs that was different than other people's beliefs, okay? They were married, okay? And their vows is we have this child. Our children could have been a set of twins, I'm hearing. You know, they kept one twin but didn't keep the other because something happened to the other twin, some sort of birth defect or abnormality. I'm also hearing the name Norman, okay? Norman, okay? I'm hearing Norman. And I'm hearing the name Ventura. Take it out. It could be Ventura Boulevard. It could be a last name. I'm just hearing Norman and Ventura. Put it together if you need to. Okay? Or separate if you need to. That's what I just heard. Okay? But this couple here kind of like had some vows. I feel like they got married. Okay? And possibly even had the baby before they got married. Whatever. Or after the marriage they had a baby and ended up giving the baby away. Okay? Because of some abnormality, okay? And whatever that abnormality is, it could run in the family. So you may have something you were born with something that's traced back to generations. It just happened to happen to you, all right? So whoever this medicine woman or medicine man predicted for your mother and father when you were born, they just gave you away. Okay, they just put you in an asylum, put you in a home, and you felt alone. You felt like an orphan. But here we are again with this male to female energy. What I feel though, I don't know what it's called, and I really don't want to upset anybody. But you could have had a condition where you had both genitalia, male and female, at the same time. I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it. And that's why. You know, that's one of the reasons why they feel like they needed to give you away, to cast you aside. And you may not even have that abnormality now. You may have like or born with an extra toe or extra finger. Even if you weren't born having both of those sexual organs, you could also be a part of the LGBTQIA. It just circled its way back around to you in a different manner. Okay. Father, Got love life. Communal living. Could be a part of the Asian community. Excuse me. Could be a part of the Asian community as well. Okay. Bathing in front of a lot of people as well. Okay, yeah, bathing in front of a lot of people. You know how they have those bath houses or something like that? Okay, that I'm seeing too. Something about, you know, bath houses or something where you're seeing all of these members of the same sex in the same area having sex together and you're attracted to each other. Let's back on out of that energy, okay? Excuse me. But yeah, something like that. Like it's, you know, and that's why you realize, like, man, I thought I liked women, or I thought I liked men, but I like that member over there of the opposite sex, okay? But it's not for everybody. Take it how it resonates, okay? I have spouse again and father pop back out. What's up with this energy here? Farm. Living on a farm, okay? Growing up on a farm in your past life. You possibly grew up on a farm here too. I feel like your father left though. Left you alone. Oh, we got authority figures stepping in though. We got authority figures stepping in. I feel like somebody left. Could have been the father. Oh, I got the mother too. So somebody left. We got mother and the father, but who left? I have Atlantis. And I have ships. Somebody left. Possibly went off to war. Your father possibly went off to war. Went off to fight. Okay. We got Asian energy too. We have Asia, Atlantis, and ships. Fighting. Could have been a pirate. I feel though the father got thrown overboard on the ship. You know, when they were fighting like a pirate ship or something like that, getting thrown overboard. And you possibly had a family member who drowned. You know, whether it was a relative. I feel like in the past life, the person who drowned in this life was a member of the opposite sex. Whoever drowned in this life on the other life, in their past life, was a member of the opposite sex. All right. I do feel like your past life, you were a single parent or you were raised by a single parent. And again, in this life, you are a single parent or you were raised by a single parent. If not both, it's coming back around again, or it's come back around again. Okay. We got finances. Tree. Money does not grow on trees. Maybe you love trees, but money does not go on trees. So you have to work extra hard, especially if you're a single parent. Okay. Yeah, food and hunger. This is the problem, you know, being a single parent. And I'm not saying you miss meals, okay, but this is saying it's struggle. You have had your fair share of struggle meals. We all have growing up. Struggle meal. What was our struggle meal? Put it in the comments, Virgo. What was your struggle meal when you were a child, if you had one? Let's see. Ours were beans and cornbread, white beans and cornbread. Oh my gosh, that was a struggle. My mother cooked so many damn white beans. I don't even eat them anymore. I think I had them recently, you know, but mostly I'll cook pinto beans or black eyed peas. But I think that was our struggle meal was white beans and she had white beans, ham hocks, and cornbread. So what was your struggle meal growing up? But this is it. Being a single mother, food and hunger, having a struggle. Okay. Being in that situation to where I feel like the father left. You made vows to me that you would be with me forever, but you left. Possibly went away to the service, the army, to fight or whatever, and possibly never came back. Wow. Who are you in your past life, Virgo? See? I'm telling you, Virgo. I got baby. Persecution and inquisition. It was something about your birth that people didn't like. They possibly didn't like the fact that you were possibly born out of wedlock, okay? To a single mom or whatever. Or you had some sort of illness or birth defect, okay? Persecution and inquisition, okay? Unrequited love. Okay. I feel like whoever your mother was when you were born, she possibly had something going on with a member of a clergy. Okay. That was unrequited love. And I feel like that's why she was persecuted. or that's why, because I feel like you being a child in your prior life, that it was by a couple who should never have been together, because of biblical reasons or something like that. We have galactic and we have angels, okay? And I just feel like you've always been protected, though. Even as a child, even when you couldn't defend yourself, and all of those things took place in your life when you were a child. And I do feel like you possibly are being raised now, or were raised by a single parent, okay? And she was always single by herself. It could have been a male, a father raising you two, or a member of the opposite sex. It could have been a family member. It doesn't have to be your mother and a father, but somebody single, okay? Uncle, aunt, cousin, that kind of energy. But I feel like there was a lot going on with you, but you've always been protected, though. But I just feel like people have always done wrong to you, especially family members. They've always said and done hurtful things to you. You've always felt like the outcast, different, like calling you a crybaby, telling you are so melodramatic, you just making this up. No, I'm not making it up. I was there. I know what the hell you did to me. I know what the hell happened. You're being persecuted, and this inquisition, and just doubting what you say, acting like they don't like you, and you feel different. I feel like you feel different because you felt different in your prior life, okay? I feel like you were in a single home, raised by a single person. It was very stressful, as it is stressful if you're single and doing everything on your own, So, well, I hope this message resonates with you. This is your past life reading. Talk to you later.